Bulldog Nation on ClassX is brought to you in part each weekday morning by WindoWorldCincinnati.com. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ready for some radio superbity, although I'm newsletterless. Jake, you were supposed to print my newsletter. I see. That's all right.
Strike one!
And we have a special guest this morning, all the way from Jackson County. And she wanted to know if she could come back for a special traffic appearance. And, of course, as we all know, Shannon can't get out of bed early in the morning, so she doesn't start till 7. So our kindergarten traffic reporter is here for the first hour of our show. And it's great to have you back, Karen.
It's great to be back.
You just got to tighten those bolts like right here. You see right there? You tighten those up, and you'll be good to go.
I have no computer to read.
Yeah, well, you don't need it because guess what? I can already tell you there's nothing going on in traffic.
Now, there might be with a ice storm.
It's wet.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, let me just tell you something. If you're out there getting ready to drive or you're driving, it's already melting. The ice is gone. There's no more ice. Ice is nice.
There were accidents coming in last night.
There were?
Yep, lots.
Well, glad there weren't any accidents last night.
There were.
I went to bed early. God, you know what? It felt so good to get 3 hours of sleep. I was meeting with Dr. Durrani clients until 8:30, went home and went to bed, and got up at 1. I've been up since 1, working hard. But I tell you right now, Garrett, are you ready for a superb Friday show?
I am.
I think we're going to have a great Friday show. Let's make Shannon a little bit nervous. You know, don't you think it'll be a little nervous?
Well, I think she just thinks she's getting a little too big for her britches and needs a little competition, a little kick in the butt.
We're going to have a poll on Facebook, a kindergarten traffic reporter or Shannon traffic reporter.
Yep.
Now, Karen is a class act. She was very complimentary of Shannon, called her a Barbie, and that she couldn't compete against her.
I can't.
And she just figured that she was best. But why don't you tell those people that haven't heard you give traffic yet, Karen, will you tell them what you teach kindergartners?
I teach preschoolers.
All right, and what do you teach them?
Same difference.
Letters, numbers, and shapes, and social skills.
And colors. You forgot your colors.
Most of them know their colors.
They do?
They know their colors, dog, by the time they get to the...
So they just still got to work on their shapes and numbers and letters?
Yes.
I want you to know.
Sounds. We learn letter sounds if they're really bright.
I want you to know that she's like a lawyer's dream. She's got like 3 cases. And I talked to some of the administrators, and they said that she is a very good teacher for the grades that she teaches. High school would be a problem, but for kindergarten, she's good.
I
Or
can
preschool.
teach 8th graders, too.
You can? And we're going to announce the diet of champions. You probably have watched the video and see what great shape Garrett and I are in.
Yeah.
Here is the diet. Little Snickers, cutie little tangerine oranges, and water. All you need is Snickers, cuties, and water.
You don't need the Snickers. Bad for you.
No.
No, you can lose a lot of weight on Snickers.
Snickers gives you energy, baby. Energy. It fill you up.
The oranges will give you energy.
They don't fill you up, though. You ever know you're just eating orange and you're like,
man,
more.
I like to have a little Snickers. Oh, we also have Keith, the assistant producer. No, the assistant. He's the assistant to the assistant.
He's more like an intern.
More like an intern. Yeah, we have because he isn't getting paid. We have our very own intern here. You know what it is our show is so popular that people want to come in here and work for free.
Yeah.
How's the intern doing, Jake Slagle?
Good.
Is he doing good? He's doing good?
Learning quick.
Any posters today?
No posters.
Gosh, darn
We
it.
haven't ordered many.
I
don't
know.
know. Do we have
got
anybody?
we got Jennifer Love Hewitt on the way.
That's
On the
true.
way, yeah. That's it.
God, surely we
She
haven't
was
ran
one
out
my
of
favorites.
surely we haven't ran out of babes for the wall, have we?
We're almost running out of room. We're going to need to make a second babe wall or like a backup wall or like maybe a second team all wall. We like a first
I think we got a lot of
team,
space here. We can move Willie.
second stringers.
We only have one on the Witch Waynesville. By the way, I heard yesterday my Bulldog Nation fans were sending me texts saying that she was complaining that I said that she was fat. And I don't think we used the word fat. I think the word that you used was lard ass.
For who?
Witch Waynesville.
Oh yeah, she's a lard ass.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't call her fat.
No.
Because we used the word lard ass.
Yeah, right.
Huge difference. Don't you think, Karen?
Yes. Jennifer Love Hewitt was on Party of Five, correct?
Yes, she was. And that's relevant to what we were talking about.
Sure.
How? Go ahead.
It wasn't. I'm still thinking, who's the chick at the top? She has a perfect body.
That is
the behind that. I don't know her. I don't even know her name.
You don't. I think it's Irina Shank, isn't it?
You don't even know her.
Her name
No,
is Shank.
we just put
rhymes
them
with
up there.
stank.
That's sad.
Look
boys.
at them like pieces of meat.
That's sad.
Don't you think Mary Z's the hottest supermodel up there?
From the front, but that one's got it from the back for sure.
Oh, you don't see Mary Z turn around?
I don't. There's no picture
I
of
think
her
it-
turned around.
What about Sarah Jones? We got a nice
Yeah.
little.
Sarah Jones, yes.
You
but-
could balance a football on that.
True, but that chick in the corners, geez.
All right, we come back.
Maybe she's airbrushed.
Hey, typical Karen, she's going to do the traffic without a computer. You know, Shannon is
gonna
prepared.
predict it.
She brings her computer.
I have one, but I
Late-
usually use Jake's.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American Journal, we come back. I hope I have my newsletter. If not, I'll start making up news. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Enjoy this rock superbity. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. I just want everybody to know, we're going to announce this as we come in every segment. I'm dedicating this show to Loretta, Maria, and Mona. And typical women, they don't get sarcasm. And they were offended that we jackwagoned them. So there are three people that work for me, and I got to keep them happy. So, you know, we're got a theme song for them, too, for Loretta, Maria, and Mona. We'll call it MLM. There we go. We'll call it MLM. But we're going to dedicate the show to them. Also, joining us, and you got to talk right in the microphone, we're honored to have William here. And, William, I think it was awesome that you wore your Dale Earnhardt jacket in. That's correct. The Anderson Hill. Hey, only a hillbilly would wear a shirt that says, "I'd tap that," with a golf ball next to the pin. I mean, come on. That is a redneck T-shirt, Mr. Garrett.
All right, you hillbillies.
It's very
First of all,
offensive.
hillbilly, I should say. William, I love your work. You do a great job on the newsletter. I've always been a big fan of yours.
Thanks.
We just get that out.
Sometimes you're okay.
You're the hillbilly. Sometimes I'm okay.
Yes, once in a while.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Take that as a compliment.
I think it was a compliment. Now, I've gotten some great feedback on this. I was in a philosophical mood last night, and I wrote this. He goes, have you ever thought, Garrett, about your epitaph? What you would want?
Yeah, all the time I think about my
And what would you put?
Garrett was a loving...
You said he tapped that. You ought to put he tapped that.
He tapped that.
He tapped that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, the bottom line is, I like Malcolm Forbes. He says, while living, he lived. Mine's going to be he loved life, which is kind of a play off Malcolm Forbes. Sir Lawrence of Arabia said, zest. And you know, like Nike says, just do it. I think it's important that you live life a little bit thinking about what your epitaph is, then you live it. You know what I mean? I think that's important. Oops. Today, quote, didn't mean to hit you with the pen there. Quote of the day, if a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it's because he hears a different drummer. You can relate to that, Karen. You teach to a different drummer, don't you? Let him step to the music he hears, however measured or how far away. And by the way, William, just so the people know about our newsletter that you and I do, how many total hours a night do you and I spend on this thing?
They don't even want to know.
I mean, this is like putting together a newspaper, only better.
I started last night about 6:30.
All right.
And when'd you send the email?
15 after 5.
So how do you like that?
Jeez.
Today, in 1856, was the first national meeting of the Republican Party, and of all places, Pittsburgh. The Union Labor Party organized in Cincinnati in 1887. Grover Cleveland signed a bill to admit the Dakotas, Montana, and Washington to the Union. 1907, the first cab with taxi meters began operating. Well, what the hell did they have before they had meters, William? Do we know that? Wonder what the hell they had. Elvis Presley's first big hit on Billboard Top 100, Heartbreak Hotel. Thank you very much. Thank you. In 1959, the first Daytona 500 auto race, and Lee Petty won.
Oh, William, I know you're a big NASCAR fan. I know you walked in with your jacket, right?
He was not a hillbilly, okay?
Dale Earnhardt is awesome.
Well, he was.
Yes, he was. The Intimidator. You know what? If I wasn't called the Bulldog, I'd want to be called the Intimidator.
Pretty good nickname.
Yep.
Smoke. I like Smoke as a nickname.
Smoke. I like Buck.
But I hate the non-sport.
I have this client of mine. It's kind of funny. This client of mine's named Buck Weisgerber. And he won't mind me saying his name. He's funnier than heck. And I like, just like I did in my little intro, but I like nicked people. I like people that aren't, perfect because, they just, I don't know. I just like them. And Buck would allow me to say this every time I picked up the phone when he called. What the Buck? And that was his nickname. So he would call and leave a message, and he would tell the girls, will you tell them that what the Buck's on the phone? Rajon Rondo is 27. Drew Barrymore, overrated in the looks category, I think. Don't you think, William?
Come
Oh, by the way, William, what do you think of the wall that you hear us talk about every day?
I now know why it's on the other side of the room.
What do you mean?
So it's not distracting.
Not distracting
And
to
it's
Garrett.
right in your plane.
Yes, it keeps me on game.
Which explains a lot.
Don't you love? How about the aqua-colored bikini gal with the tan, supermodel Mary Z? Don't you think she's the most beautiful?
Best looking one on the wall.
Thank you.
Whole room.
Yeah. Sparky Anderson would have had a birthday today. The main spark.
Sparkster.
Ted Kennedy and George Washington. George Washington could have had a birthday today. Anything in traffic, Karen? No. Okay. We have no military deaths to report. The weather is going to be icy, but then it's going to get high at 53, and it's all going to melt. Useless and interesting facts, our favorite part of the show. We've got to ask you this, Karen. Now get the microphone now. Over 50% of all women would rather get a gift in the form of a trip instead of lingerie or jewelry.
Absolutely.
All right. Coyotes adjust their hunting style to what foods are available. When they hunt small prey alone, they usually stalk it and then pounce. If the prey is larger like a deer, they will often hunt in small packs. Jake, animal today is coyote. We got to get a Wile E. Coyote clip when he's talking. Nearly 20% of presidents were born in Virginia, 40% in Virginia and Ohio. Now, this is interesting because this is my wife's name. Oh, my God. If a woman's name is Mary, it is against the law to be a prostitute in the city of Siena, Italy. That's nice to know because we were going to go to Italy in June, and I could just say we're in Siena. I said, I just want you to know, sweet love, you cannot be a prostitute in this city. It's against
Illegal.
the law. Now, the city next over, you could do that, but not here.
Just tell her to forget it.
My mother's name is Mary.
Really?
Yes.
It's a pretty name, isn't it?
Yes.
Horrible name.
She doesn't go by it, though.
Marianne. My wife's actually a Marianne. You like the ginger Marianne question? My wife is a Marianne.
My mom is Mary Catherine, and she goes by Kathy.
Sister
Mary Catherine sounds like a
Mary
nun.
Catherine Gallagher.
My mom's name's Mary Sue. That sounds like Harlan County, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's-
Mary Jane.
A study of pet owners found that 66% claimed they allowed their pets to remain in the bedroom during intimacy. Who wants a dog or cat to take a look?
No, no,
Yeah. You kick your dog and cat out?
I don't have a cat.
All right.
And
It-
I gave my dog to my Uncle Max. He's taking very good care of
That's good to
Oh,
know.
well, thank you, Uncle Max.
Uncle Max
is
is
Uncle
taking
Max an
Oracle,
oracle?
absolutely.
I'll be damned.
You've been,
That again. You didn't get a full oracle.
you've been awarded Oracle status.
Remember you were talking about how William tries to dress these up to make them
Yeah,
more
you do.
important. They are.
Come on, admit it.
This is what he writes.
No,
Get
actually,
this
no.
one. A coyote reaches a respectable speed of 40 miles per hour.
Respectable?
What the hell do you mean by respectable? I think 40's smoking for a coyote.
It's in the book.
Oh, it's in the book?
Yeah.
Although that's barely
By
edging
the
out
way,
a
what book?
hippo.
Did you get this from a book that I got, or you get these from a book that you got? Because these are great stuff.
No, I got this at that half-price store.
I'm telling you, these are great stuff.
it. There's coyotes in Jackson County.
A McDonald's, thank you. A Mcdonald's straw. There is in Kenton County too. I just want to let you know. I just want
That
you to know,
was
Karen.
Jake's fact.
Back for the day.
Oh my God.
That Jake. New one, Jake.
A guy posted a picture on Facebook of a coyote across the front of
That
his
was my
Jeep.
backup fact.
It
Oh,
was
man.
terrible. It was very sad.
A polecat is not a cat. It's a nocturnal European weasel. That's not interesting, no?
What?
A quarter of raw potato placed in each shoe at night will keep the leather shoe and shoes smelling Like a potato. Like fresh and
Like a
clean.
French fry.
Like a French fry. You want your shoes to smell like French fries. All right, we're going to play another great song. Speaking of Marianne, I'll dedicate this song to my wife because it has the name Marianne in it. Boston on ClassX Radio. Oh, on ClassX Radio, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, remember, this Saturday night at 7 a.m., the doors open, at 8 o'clock, the music starts playing. And you've got the Tumbling Dice, a cover band for the Rolling Stones, led by my good buddy Guy McFadden, who plays Mick Jagger. Battling the Beatles, are going to play a Stones song, then a Beatles song, back to a Stones song, then a Beatles song. And the crowd's going to go wild. People are going to get drunk and intoxicated, get DUIs, and I make money. Everybody goes home happy. That's the way it's going to happen on Saturday night. And as always, me, Garrett, Jake, and Shannon and Traffic Girl are announcing that we will be there. And, of course, as always, we don't ever show up. But we get to announce that, so please go down. In fact, you know what? We'll just send down the backup folks. We'll send down Karen, the backup Traffic Girl, and we'll send down Keith, the intern.
And William.
And William.
Hey, seriously,
William's got to work on the newsletter.
in traffic. Do you want to let Karen read it?
Yeah, okay, Karen. Go over there.
She doesn't have it.
Go over there and read the traffic, Karen. Get up. Take all your phones off.
Let's go.
Come on, get over there and do your traffic thing there.
We put a lot into traffic.
Yeah, traffic's important on a snowy, icy day out there.
Here we go. Let's see what this train
Go ahead
is all
now.
about.
Let's see. Hold the mic. Go now.
I can't look that way and this way at the same time.
Well, you want to just do the best you can.
And Cincinnati
Good work.
closed due to overhanging semi on the expressway.
Overhanging?
Mason
Oh, my God.
Road, northbound at Fields Erdel Road.
Is it a structured semi or an unstructured?
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, an accident with 2 lanes blocked on I-71 northbound at Fields Erdel.
What's
Mason
I stand
Montgomery,
for?
Exit 19 Interstate.
All right.
Nice.
In Hamilton, there's an accident in the left lane. The left lane's blocked on I-74, Hamilton County west of 275, eastbound west of Ohio and the Indiana state line. There's an
They don't require
accident on
urine tests for Traffic Girl
I-275
today.
eastbound at Reed-Hartman Highway, exit 47. In Franklin, there's an accident on I-75 southbound at Monroe, Ohio 63, exit 29. And in Erlanger, an accident on the right shoulder blocked on I-275 eastbound at I-71, I-75, and exit 84. Shannon, you are late, baby.
Oh!
Throwing a little jab.
Oh, jab!
Little jab.
Oh!
Yeah. Let me translate that to English.
Like we really
71 North is closed.
It is?
At you said it, but I think you.
Yeah, we ought to probably emphasize that. 71 is closed.
Yeah. 71. What is that? Overhanging semi. What is that? What's your number? 85925. Be a lot of cases
Hanging over them, man.
that could come and at Mason Montgomery Road and Fields Erdel.
Wow.
71 North. Just avoid.
Just
71.
avoid 71. Pop culture news. The 84th Annual Academy Awards are Sunday night. Hosted by Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy. I will not be watching them. Academy Awards suck. The 5-room cottage where Bruce Springsteen wrote Born to Run is up for sale. You can get it for $350,000. Conan O'Brien's going to host a White House Correspondents' Dinner on April 27th. That's kind of fun. He'll make fun of everybody. Sarah Michelle Gellar, who is married to Freddie Prinze Jr., she will reportedly play the daughter of Robin Williams in the CBS pilot of Crazy Ones. Diane Lane, the 48-year-old icon, and her 45-year-old husband, Josh Brolin, are splitting after 8 years of marriage. Sad. Melanie Scary Spice is replacing Sharon Osbourne on America's Got Talent. How do you get the nickname Scary? It's kind of scary to be nicknamed Scary, isn't it?
Especially when the other ones are like
Yeah,
posh
sugar and sweet.
and sugar. And
Thank you
Spice
for
Girls.
showing us that, Karen. That's really nice. Lady Gaga, the 26-year-old, has undergone surgery to repair a tear in her right hip.
yeah, cancel her tour. It costs around $25 million.
A federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit in which Lindsay Lohan claimed the rapper Pitbull used her name in a song without permission. You know what? She's such a hoe that you're allowed to use her name no matter what. You know,
Locked up
you
like
can say
Lindsay Lohan.
I mean, right now, it's so easy to do. And Nicole Scherzinger,
Scherzinger.
the Pussycat Doll singer and former X Factor judge, thank you, Jake, said she turned down recording the following songs: We Found Love by Rihanna, Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, and Just Dance by Lady Gaga. Your freaking point is you're stupid?
Yeah, nice. Turn down a smash hit.
Kristen Chenoweth, the most beautiful Christian girl, says she will close the Oscars on Sunday night with a special performance. Wow. She's going to sing with Seth MacFarlane. Octomom, the mother of 14, has a medical marijuana. If you got 14 kids, you got to do it stoned. Absolutely. You cannot take care of 14 kids unless you're stoned.
There's no way.
Justin Timberlake will host the music and be the musical guest on Saturday Night Live on March 9th. Rush Limbaugh, he said of the insinuation that sequester will make us spend this year when, in fact, we will spend more than last year. He says they'll be watching this as treated like a child and insulting. America's most miserable cities. Detroit is number one. Yeah, Chief. Hey, Chief, just go on to Michigan. Detroit, number 1. 2 is Flint, Michigan. 3, Rockford, Illinois. You see a little pattern here? 4, Chicago, Illinois. The middle of the country is freaking messed up. Modesto, California is 5th. New York City is 10. Youngstown is 20. And Wellston, Ohio is 11th.
I believe
Wellston,
that.
Ohio is the 11th most miserable city.
It should be number 1.
It should be?
Yep.
Well, it's 11th. Johnny Cueto. Did you hear this? He is not going to play for the Dominican Republic.
Dusty got his way.
Mm-hmm. Jay Bruce says he wants to be the best hitter in Major League Baseball. It's good to have goals. Good to have goals. Let me see if there's anything good in here. Tiger Woods and Roy McIlroy were knocked out in the first round yesterday. Wow, in match play. And guess what? The UC Bearcats lost again. They've lost 4 out of the last 5. They're probably not going to make the NCAA. It'll be the Bearcats and the Wildcats in the finals of the NIT this year.
I agree. And the Wildcats will win.
Ole.
It's not the NIT, is it?
Yeah.
It's
No,
the
I'm just
SEC.
laughing because he's such a Bearcat fan. I was waiting for his reaction.
It's the SEC.
I don't
was
want
waiting
to
for him
talk
slam
about
you.
it.
Oh, you don't?
I don't want to talk about it because they pissed me off, that team. And I was so mad last night.
They ought to piss you
Night
off.
sucked to begin with. I had to go to the bar because I come home, my brother's switching the cable around. It's getting ready to run. And
What?
at 6:50, 10
What
minutes
about-
before the game, I see that we don't have freaking ESPN. So I go down to the local watering hole, and they got some stand-up night, so the place is jammed. And it's just a cluster. I sit up at the bar and then watch that garbage. We can't put the ball in the basket.
I
They're
think
horrible.
I think you should stop watching sports and study for the bar exam and become a lawyer.
Stop using the TV as an excuse
No
to go to the bar.
chance.
What song do we have? What song?
Quit using high school boys as an excuse to go to the bar.
Oh! Oh, that was a throwdown with
Zanger.
shebang.
True story, you're going to laugh. Do you want to hear it?
Yes. No,
That's
when
all
we
I
come
can
back.
do.
When we come back,
Okay.
save that true story.
Okay.
This is going to be good. Oh, this is great. This is All I Can Do by the Cars. You like cars or trucks?
Trucks. I'm finding out.
On ClassX Radio. The Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury, we are rocking now. Karen, the backup traffic girl, you've got a story you would like to tell.
Yes.
The microphone is all yours.
He was talking about going to a bar. And the bar that I go to, I asked the bartender for a job. And since everyone knows the big rumors about me with teenagers, he said, no,
What are the big rumors about you?
I'm
teenagers?
saving
All right.
you
Okay, go ahead.
until the teenagers are of legal age, and they'll pack this thing out. They'll pack this place out. So I'm saving you for about 4 years.
So you're going to be the hot local bartender that everybody...
16, they're still 20.
Yeah, right. It's actually going to be 5
The
years.
boy was 17,
Oh, and that's 4, okay.
and it never happened. It was a rumor. But
It was a false rumor.
exactly. But
We'll
that's-
sue
Quit
anybody.
judging her.
We'll sue anybody that repeats it.
right, and he does. Ethan J. John, love his heart. He will defend me to the death.
J. John,
J. John.
God love him.
He'll all the way to the death.
And he's a scrapper.
Wow.
He would beat you up, Garrett,
Yeah.
right now.
Sure he would.
He would.
That doesn't say much.
What?
I mean, beating up Garrett, that's like, ooh, that's a big,
Yeah.
Wow.
you know, is that we're supposed to get all excited about that?
He's the biggest guy in
All right, we got some big news. The digital,
Thanks.
the
I
digital
know.
version. All right, your time's done. The digital version.
Cut off.
The digital version of the Northern Kentucky Live magazine is up on Facebook, as well as the print version will be coming out March the 1st. And again, we're going to dedicate this entire show to Mona, Loretta, and Maria, 3 of the finest women that have ever been on this earth. Mona, Loretta, and Maria get the show dedicated to them. I'm sure that's going to make it all better for them.
Yep.
Because they get up in the morning, they take care of their men, and they come in and they work hard and take care of me.
That's right. They're terrific
They
ladies.
take care of their men in the biblical sense and me in the work sense. And
Love
they're
them
good
all.
women. And that's why we dedicate this show to Mona, Loretta, and Maria, the 3 hardest working gals in the legal staff profession. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I also want to announce that Willie and I are going back and forth to Alabama, signing up Carnival Cruise Line. Thank you there, Karen. That was a
Karen?
nice little distraction there for me.
That on silent,
Got me
please.
off my game. Yeah, can you put your phone on silent? Where's Shannon? When you
Shannon!
hurry up and get here? Good golly. We need a professional traffic reporter, not one of these amateurs. Jeez, oh Pete.
Nice penmanship, though. She's a good writer.
Well, she's a good writer. Kobe Bryant on playoff chances for the Who cares what he has to say?
Wake up and piss actions.
What
Yes,
else? Are you ready for this? Bobby Valentine goes from being manager of the Red Sox to the athletic director of Sacred Heart University.
Whoa.
That's funny. Hey, the Reds play today. They play the Indians at 3:05 p.m. Pitching will be Tony Cingrani. Cyclones play today at Fort Wayne. You like that? Hockey, did the Bulls win yet? Or, I mean, the Chicago Blackhawks, they lost yet? Ooh, they play tonight at 8:30 p.m. San Jose's in town. Miami smoked Chicago 86-67 in basketball. Let me see. Did we already mention that UK lost? Yeah. I mean, UC lost. Northern Kentucky
Yeah, we
beat
did.
Kennesaw State 64-54. Yeah, Connecticut 73, Cincinnati 66. Arkansas 62, Georgia 60. Connecticut 73, Cincinnati 66. Mount St. Mary's 83, Brooklyn 71. Connecticut 73.
Yeah. Well, when you don't.
I'm funny guy, man. I'm funny guy. Keep saying that score.
Yeah, it helps to put the ball in the basket.
Hey,
Just
get
keep
this.
that in mind, UC.
A 205-page report from the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department says the fault can't be placed on any individual vehicle accident to the whiteout. It took them 205 pages to say there was a whiteout and it wasn't anybody's fault. Don't you just love government? 205. They are stupid. Ooh, the Cincinnati Police Department is currently testing new police cars to replace their aging fleet. They'll be fast, Karen. You won't be able to fly through Cincinnati on the way back to Wellston.
The sheriff helped me in town.
What was that again?
The sheriff helped me get here.
Really?
Yes.
Get to town. Get to the big city.
You need to Oracle status him.
Like the sheriff or like a deputy? Or like the sheriff?
He was young. I don't know. He said he worked for Hamilton County. That's all I know.
All right, well, Sheriff Neal, I guess. Sheriff Neal helped you
Yeah,
get to town.
the actual chief.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, it wasn't
Sheriff.
the chief. He was too young to be the chief.
50-year-old Warren County man Ron Cronenberger has been charged with assault for spanking the bare buttocks of a 29-year-old tenant who fell behind his rent. He hit him 4 times with a belt, telling him he was acting like a child. How does a 29-year-old man
Allow someone to spank
in a
them.
butt?
Like he just
William, what's
bent
the-
over and took it.
What's the details of that, William, the newsletter man?
It actually happened in the guy's office.
Really?
Like, you want to act like a kid, you're going to get smacked.
Did he like voluntarily
My
drop
God.
trowel right
Did he
there?
enjoy it or something? I mean, this is a little freaking weird if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that guy's a pansy ass
I
that
would-
got spanked,
Absolutely.
and you probably deserved it if you just sat there and took it.
Absolutely. You deserved it, pansy ass. Yeah,
Pay your damn rent. How about that?
Hey, can we get the we have to do all we can to support the Archbishop of New York, Timothy Dolan, to be appointed be elected the next pope. Dolan. Dolan. We got to get Dolan T-shirts made up, Dolan stickers. Let's lead the charge here in America for Dolan.
To hell with that. I'm trying to get Pastor Dan elected to the papacy.
He's not Catholic. We have no chance with him.
I say we just say that he's Catholic until he gets in there, and then we'll drop it on him.
By the way, I don't think you have to be a cardinal to be a pope. They can elect whoever they want. Can you imagine if I was elected pope? That would be awesome. I'd have to quit the show. I just want you to know.
Oh, we could do it from the Vatican.
Do it from the Vatican, yep. Good. You know what? My favorite food is Italian, so I wouldn't mind living in the Vatican. Live from the Vatican, this is Pope Bulldog.
Oh, I'd be so fat. I'd eat everything for free on your dime. And Alfredo.
I would, if I was the Pope, I would immediately issue a decree. Any priest that molested a child is executed. That would be my first order.
Yeah.
Execute. Would you support that? I think Catholics would support that. You molest a kid, you're executed.
By beheading, you're going to bring back...
and I would let priests and nuns marry, and you watch. We'd have a lot more priests and a lot more nuns, and we'd save us. Can you... I know what I would do. Priests and nuns couldn't marry except to each other. That's the solution. You let women who have taken that vow and men take the vow, you let them marry. You'd have more priests and more nuns, and you would keep it in the Catholic hierarchy. Man, I think, is that not great thinking? Let priests and nuns marry to each other.
Hell, I'd go try out for a priestship just to play the nun field.
Priestship. What religion are you? Do you have a religion?
No, I don't.
He doesn't know Saul's a Bible name.
He doesn't?
He didn't.
And he didn't know where St. Paul was headed when he got thrown off his horse, did he, Karen? But you did. Where was he headed?
Damascus.
There you go.
I didn't have a
They teach
damn
the Bible
clue.
in Wellston, Ohio, Garrett Sablehouse.
I have the best church in the world.
By the way, have we scared off
Not
Shannon?
in Anderson. She's
Shannon,
math,
Shannon
science.
usually gets here about quarter till, doesn't she? Is Shannon, quit or something?
She's mad at me.
Shannon's probably PO'd. Shannon's probably going to come in here in like a rage and just beat some ass. There's going to be some hair pulling.
Shannon, we're waiting on you.
We're way late for a song, man.
All right, play the song. What song we got?
I got to find it. Follow me.
Oh, this is a great song. This is Genesis. Follow me, follow you. This will make you feel good.
To be mean.
Oh, you see that? She really likes you, Shannon. You're back up. She's a fan.
There's no way she'd be mean. She's too pretty.
Oh, that's woman love.
My mom told me
this
pretty
could get
is
interesting.
Pretty
Shannon, she's rolling her eyes as she's saying that.
Could get interesting on ClassX Radio. Bulldog Nation on Class X is brought to you in part each weekday morning by WindoWorldCincinnati.com. This is the Bulldog on Class X Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, I think it's appropriate that I issue a public apology. I know that in the bad weather, when you're driving to work, you count on us to provide superb traffic reports to guide you on your way in from home to your place of employment. And we want to apologize the fact that Shannon, that's right, traffic girl Shannon, our traffic girl, is stuck in traffic. So the traffic girl for the morning show on Class X Radio is stuck in traffic, so she can't get here to do the traffic to tell you what's going on in traffic because she's stuck in traffic. What makes it worse is the backup traffic girl for Class X Radio, Karen from Wellston, Ohio, took 2 hours once to go from Covington to the radio station right across the Brent Spence Bridge. And last night, coming in from Wellston, found her way to the Florence Mall when she was looking for Covington. So I just want everybody to know that we apologize that our traffic girl cannot be here because she's stuck in traffic. And I also apologize for the backup traffic girl having very poor directional ability to where we're kind of afraid to let her tell you what's going on in traffic because she might mix it up and she would be reporting on one road when it could be the other road. So until Shannon gets here, we'll let Garrett tell you what's going on in traffic.
Thank you there, dog. Cutting the Hill accident. 2 left lanes blocked on 7175 north at the Brent Spence Bridge. Accident right lane blocked on 71 north at Fields, Erdel, Mason, Montgomery. Accident on 5 Mile Road in Anderson Township at 275. Let's get it together, Anderson. An Erlanger accident cleared on 275 East at 7175. And in Hamilton County, an accident cleared, so that one's good. Yeah.
And we also would like to report that the talks have completely broken down, and they apparently flew to New York last week and met with a mediator, and the mediator apparently was a stalemate, but the talks between Dr. Kurtzman at Kurtzman's Plastic Surgery Group in Kenwood and ClassX Radio, apparently the talks have now broken off. There's no more talks even scheduled. And just like the hockey season that we lost last year, it looks like the Kurtzman sponsorship might just be completely over with. Yeah. So lots to apologize for today, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The towel drive was a terrible non-success. Not one single freaking person turned in a towel yesterday.
Damn.
Come on, people, turn in some towels.
Could have sworn we had a good drive going there.
Me too. I thought they'd step up and is everybody that
turn out in droves
that they can't turn in a towel for us?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Bunch of miserable bastards out there. Do something for other people every once in a while.
Mark Epley had just sent me a text. He goes, he didn't hear. Did you see Luce last night? Yeah, Mark, they lost to Connecticut. Yeah. If you didn't hear.
Yeah, Epley.
Barack Obama's fault nobody has towels.
And get this. What are we going to blame on Barack?
No towels. The
I
economy's
agree,
bad.
by golly. The economy's so bad. Our towel drive sucks because of Barack Obama.
BO's fault.
Jack wagging him up.
Jack wagging up
The
Barack.
president.
the president.
Yeah, Jack Wagon.
President.
We've never done that before here. Hey, I'm going to do the rest of this kind of show talking like Wellston.
I don't.
We can do it like hillbillies.
I want y'all to know that Illinois Police Sergeant Drew Peterson was sentenced yesterday to 38 years in prison for drowning he drowned in her bathtub. Kathleen Savio. He screamed in the courtroom microphone.
Put her under the water?
I did not kill Kathleen. That's what he yelled. He yelled that right in the microphone. I did not kill her. I might have drowned her a little bit, but I didn't kill her. She was alive when I pulled her out. Let me see what else we got here. Oscar Pistorius. I can't say his name. I always want to say Oscar Pistorius. The lead investigator's been removed from his homicide case because he's charged with homicide. Hell, this is a cluster mess. Only Barney Fife could screw up worse. A theory based on the fact there was no urine in Reva Steenkamp's bladder is that she might have locked her bathroom door. After hearing him, she said there was an intruder.
I don't talk like that.
You don't?
Nope. I'm offended.
Dallas
Shannon,
Cowboys
hurry up
nose
so I can
tackle
get out of this
Josh
seat.
Brent. Let me see. His BAC was more than twice the legal limit. Wow. Okay, all you. Now, I got to talk like a hillbilly for this because this concerns the Golden Corral.
Just let Karen read it.
The people you want to read the Golden Corral report? Here, read that Golden Corral report into the microphone. Read the headline and then read that right in that report there.
Suit filed over virus outbreak at Golden Corral. A class action lawsuit has been filed against the Golden Corral location over the outbreak of a norovirus in Wyoming last year. The Department of Health reported 305 cases of foodborne illness in Casper last winter. 21 employees at the local Golden Corral admitted to working with symptoms of stomach virus.
The local where?
I just want everybody to know that
I wouldn't read it.
if you weigh over 300 pounds and frequent the Golden Corral every day, we still want you in Bulldog Nation. I bet Bulldog Nation do not discriminate against the grazers that go to Golden Corral every day. I'm being serious. Okay?
Just strap that feed
I've
bag
been to
right
Golden Corral
on.
a couple times. You do not see skinny people at the Golden Corral.
No.
There are no skinny people at the Golden Corral.
People like to eat. What's the local Golden Corral like in Wellston? Wellston.
It's in Chillicothe.
Oh, you gotta
30 minutes
make
away.
the jeez.
But I got a funny joke for you.
You gotta travel sometime for some good eating,
This
right?
sounds like something that would happen in Wellston.
When a heavy girl has a belly button ring, what they say is that she has that so she can chain herself to the Ponderosa buffet, and she's got a hook right up there to the buffet. Because a fat girl shouldn't have a
Is that
belly
a fat
button
joke?
ring. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A fat girl shouldn't have a belly button ring, according to the men in my county. They make fun of them and they say, "What is that for?" So you can hook yourself up to the buffet.
Wow.
It's mean, isn't it?
That's
I think
mean.
It's mean.
That's mean.
Real mean.
That's mean.
There's some mean hillbillies out there in Wellston.
We come back. This is Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. Hope you're enjoying the show. I apologize if it
Train
sucks.
wreck.
On ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury, we've heard from Shannon. Our traffic girl is stuck in traffic, and she's on her way in. Garrett, do you have anything there you can give us in traffic? And by the way, folks, it's all okay. The rain it was ice, but it's already melting.
Yeah.
So it's okay out there.
Calm down, you hillbillies. Just a little wet. Cutting the hill, accident. Left 2 lanes blocked on 7175 north at the Brent Spence Bridge. In Cincinnati, right lane blocked, 71 north at Fields Erdel. And that's it.
Very good. Thank you very much there, Garrett.
Take it slow, people.
Take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, my goodness. There's so many things going on in the world. What do you think's going to happen, Garrett, with the Reds baseball team this year? You think they're going to be winners?
Should be
or
good.
Or are they going to be losers?
If they can get the same out of their starting pitching as they did last year, I think they'll be okay.
Think they'll be all
But
right?
none of them got hurt last year. Well, Votto went. As far as pitchers go, none of the starters went down at all, which is huge. And if they can get that sort of health,
there's a bill being offered in Congress to ban ovens because a woman in Tampa, 18-year-old Alayla Walker, was shot in the chest after preheating her oven when 25-year-old Javarsky Sandy had placed a magazine with her 4.45 caliber rounds without telling her, and she was hit by shrapnel sent flying when the heat caused the bullets to fire. It's time that we stop this slaughter by ovens, shooting bullets. We got to put an end to it. A dispute at a Vegas hotel led to a car chase between a Maserati. What was that name of that song? I love that song. No, it's Joe Walsh.
yeah.
I drive a Maserati. It does 185 or something like that.
My Maserati does 185.
I
That's
lost
all.
my license. Now I can't drive.
Yeah. It's a good song. We got to get
We gotta
that one.
find it. Black Range Rover yesterday. Now I got better music than that. Shots were fired from the Range Rover towards the Maserati, which landed under the cab that exploded on impact. 3 people were killed. Sounds like a freaking
Jeez.
movie there, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Violence. It was a good day to die hard. They're getting a lot of grief over the name of that movie, by the way. There are some male support groups that have said it is discriminating against men that have dysfunction. And I kind of agree with it.
Old ED.
You know, why don't they say it's a good day to die with ED?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, don't just mock people with the dysfunction.
They shouldn't do that. No. Shouldn't do that at all. What else do we have here? In politics, Ashley Judd said she met with the Democratic Senatorial Committee about running against Mitch McConnell.
You know what Ashley Judd is?
What is Ashley Judd?
Big hillbilly.
Yes, she is.
The UK fan, isn't she?
Yes, big UK fan. The #1 UK fan. I used to like her. I still kind of like her, but I don't know. Barack Obama phoned Mitch McConnell and Boehner. Mitch, this is the president. I wanted to know if we can solve this sequester problem. No. Oh, okay, I'll call John. Hey, John, this is, John, this is Barack. I just thought we could solve this sequester problem. No. Okay, thank you. Michelle, what do I do now? You know he takes marching orders from Michelle. Yes, he does. Joe Biden speaks at a gun violence conference. I'll bet you he said this. Get a shotgun. Get a shotgun. That's what he likes to say. Are you trying to mess with our music there, backup traffic girl?
No, her school is closed today.
Okay. What school is
I
that?
don't have to work.
What,
Go figure.
Oh, wait. It's just a tape. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, the 2 consuls who run this show have declared all schools in the tri-state area
Closed for the day. That's right. You kids take it easy.
Take it easy. Tell your parents that Bulldog Nation consoles, Jake and Eric, closed your school.
I bet Jake don't have any in Logan.
Doesn't have any in Logan.
You're right.
I bet you they don't either.
They don't have any in Wellston.
They ain't got none in Logan.
They ain't did that.
Logan.
You seen that one thing?
Yeah, I did.
I seen that on the news.
Down there in Hardin County, Green Dragons, we got off school because it's too darn hilly to drive a bus some of these hollers that we live in.
That's right.
Hell, the creek got backed up, frozen over, and 3 kids almost died.
They don't deliver no salt out to Wellston.
Heck yeah, and you know what? The coal mines closed, and you get coal slick, it is slick. You talk about black ice, it really is black ice.
They closed the factory down in 95.
Oh, yeah.
Town's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Hell, they closed that last week, even before an ice storm came.
This is ridiculous.
I tell you right now, it really is.
The economy in Wellston is suffering. We need these kids in schools.
And you know what? They better start giving me my Social Security benefits on time because I don't like them coming late.
Yeah. China's getting one more leg up on us. You think they got a snow day today? No.
I went down to Walmart last night, and my card didn't work. I didn't like it one bit. I was embarrassed. About a whole line of people from Wellston lined up right behind me, and a whole bunch of them were making fun of me because my card didn't work.
You drove all 45 miles to the Walmart?
Well, hell yeah, I did. Where else am I supposed to go down? To the brown grocery bag store down there?
Well, that's a good point, I guess.
They don't even carry white bread.
So the truck died on you?
Yeah, I ran out of gas because I didn't have my car.
Some bitch.
I had 4 little boys push me all the way up, and one of them said that they wanted to fool around with that kindergarten teacher. I said, you better not, young man.
Say, off limits.
They put people in jail for that now. They used to let you do it, but not anymore.
Apparently that's illegal.
Apparently.
Oh, you Wellston.
What do you think
kids,
about our
go back
Wellston
to bed.
accents?
Go back to bed, darlings. You don't have to go to school
Hey, it's
today.
funny. It's funny the song
Yeah,
we got.
Karen will be right over.
Tuck you in. Hey, Miss Lusk, can you come tuck me in? Billy Bob and Leroy, Dale, and Ronnie all want to be poked in bed. I got to ask you a question, Miss Lusk. Is everybody in Wellston named Ronnie, Dale, and Earl?
No.
Or AJ, I bet you got some AJs up there. We's up there, AJ's place, getting wasted in the back of his truck. It was so much fun, I swear to God.
It's Ethan.
Ethan, sorry. Ethan, don't you forget it, Eric. That's
Ethan.
disrespectful.
Two Ethan.
You know what's so funny about me making fun is I live in the big town of Independence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just Mr. Suburban here.
Yeah, we have a Subway. Gosh.
Oh,
Well, how
damn.
many darn? You got a Subway.
You have a Subway. We have a Subway.
We got a McDonald's,
We
a
do too.
Wendy's.
We do too.
We got a Kroger's.
We do too.
I bet you got a Red Lobster, don't you?
No way.
Oh,
We got
Sorry.
Snappy Tomato
little
Pizza.
too
I know
high
there's not one of
class.
those in Wellston.
Nope, none of those.
Wish there was.
There's like 3 or 4 pizza places.
You got a Window World?
Pizza Pub. That's where
You got a
have to
Window
go.
World?
No
You got a
way.
Jim
Custom-
True Ford?
You got a
No
Custom
way.
Clean?
No, just use.
I'll bet you got 16 Golden Corrals.
None.
White Castle.
No, nope.
You don't have a Golden Corral?
No way. Jackson does.
Jackson.
No, Chillicothe does.
Chillicothe.
Jackson has Ponderosa.
Let me
that's
see.
great
here.
steakhouse.
We call it Ponderosa. We don't like it.
What? Ain't not like Ponderosa. It's a high-class facility.
One of my wife's former
We have
boyfriends
Dakota
used to
from
take her to
Jackson.
Ponderosa all the time, and I still tease her about it.
Ponderosa.
Dakota's is the only good.
You got a Frisch's out that way? Maybe we'll do a live broadcast from Wellston one day.
I am
and,
hungry.
We need to
When
do
is
that.
Jake going
Yeah,
to
when we
food?
getting our pancakes, Jake?
I really am
Whatever
hungry
you guys
today.
want me to do.
Let me see what else.
I did not eat my cake.
National Rifle Association collected $1.1 million in donations. They got $536,000 and
Hold
that
on.
came from Wellston.
Hold on. Let's see. Do you know what the acronym for the National Rifle Association is?
NRA.
Damn.
I'm
Play
gonna-
along
I'm
with a
gonna-
joke next time, huh?
No, I'm going to be packing heat. He's going to get me packing heat.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I shouldn't have asked you a
Pink
question about the
gun.
Rifle
Concealed
Association.
and carry with a pink gun.
Pink gun.
Pink gun. Woo!
Talk like that.
Sorry. Sorry. That's disrespectful.
Hey, we'll make fun of Arkansas. A bill has been passed out of Arkansas out of committee that bans abortions after 12 weeks of pregnancy when a fatal heartbeat's been detected. There are exceptions for rape, incest, highly lethal fetal disorders, and concern for the life of the mother. I just want to let you know that I am very pro-life, and I just think Arkansas has got a what's it called? It's called teenage pregnancy problem or something like that.
These teenagers are getting knocked up at a high rate of speed.
How about this
Send
one?
Karen Lusk out to Arkansas.
Let's make fun of Maryland. A lawmaker's introduced a bill to legalize.
Hey, they're not hillbillies in Maryland. I take
aren't?
offense to that.
A lawmaker has
They're
introduced
Baltimore.
a
It's
bill
a real
to
high-class
legalize
city.
marijuana in Maryland. The 21 and over substance would be regulated and taxed like alcohol if the bill is approved. Now we go to a song that we dedicate to Nicole Howe. I love you, Nicole. Sarah Jones. I love you too, Sarah. And Karen Lusk. Who else? No, I'm not going to do it to any of the pending cases I represent. But this is Fountains of Wayne. Hope they all got senses of humor. Stacy's Mom on ClassX Radio. We're all happy and jolly and messed up by golly because we're going to go get some pancakes from Frisch's. We would go to Golden Corral, but it's too far away. All right. And we want everybody to know that the professional traffic reporter that we have.
I made it.
I just want you to know, Shannon, that as the traffic reporter, it's bad to get stuck in traffic.
Yes, there is an accident on the bridge. The left two lanes are blocked on 75.
You know that from firsthand experience, don't you?
Yes, I've been in it for 45 minutes. So be careful.
Pastor Dan, who's on his way, said the same thing. That it's a parking lot out there.
It is. It's gone. The accident's gone, but
it gets
there's
backed
still
up.
police
and it
officers
just-
there.
I
and
tell you what you're talking about. I understand what you're saying.
How you doing, Shan?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
See the
Good.
smile just perks right
Are
up.
you happy
Seeing
now
ya.
that your sunshine's here?
Oh! You are my sunshine. You are my
Yes,
sunshine.
extremely elated.
Oh, good.
By the way, we want to remind everybody that we're dedicating this show to Mona,
yeah.
Loretta, and Maria.
That's right.
Mona, Loretta, and Maria, three of the finest female office workers
They're
that
great
you would
people.
ever want. I mean, they are women. They are strong. They roar. They get the job done. And I just want to apologize that I was sarcastic and Garrett talked me into Jack waking him up yesterday. It was pure sarcasm, but it hurt their feelings. So we're dedicating the entire show to Mona, Loretta, and Maria.
If I say something mean about you, it's because I like you. It's from the heart.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
All right. William. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, go ahead, Miss Traffic
Jeez,
Reporter.
Shan. You want some more
Yeah, go
airtime?
ahead. Say report whatever you got there to report.
In Florence, there are traffic lights out on Mount Zion Road at Interstate 71. In Fort Mitchell, an injury accident on I-275 westbound at Turkey Foot Road. And in Cincinnati, there's an accident blocking the right shoulder on 71 northbound at Fields Erdel Road.
Fields or Erdel Road. You know what? That's an interesting name. I wonder how it got the name Fields Erdel Road. You know, just wondering.
You
That's
should look
all.
that up.
We should remember, everybody, Saturday night at 7 o'clock, the doors open. At 8 p.m. is when the bands start, the Battle of the Bands. The Tumbling Dice, Rolling Stones cover band will be playing the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a show here, Miss Backup Traffic Girl. Your time is over.
Red,
Get back in your corner.
yellow,
Get back in your
green.
corner. Get back in your corner. There you go. Okay, well, that's nice to know. This year is the March 1st, Groundhog Day. The sequester drama unfolding in Washington brings to mind the classic Bill Murray film. This is according to Wall Street Journal. Groundhog Day. What do you think of the sequester issue, Shannon?
I love the Groundhog Day movie.
All right. What about,
Great input. Good feedback.
hey, you know what, Shannon? That's as good as anybody in Washington's going to do it. So I'm just telling you right now, don't feel bad at all.
All taken care of.
We got a lie. How to make you feel that we got a liar for a president? He comes up with sequester, and now he says it wasn't his idea. It was Congress's idea, and he's going to try to blame them. I do not care for our president at all. Procter & Gamble, to increase productivity, will build 20 new plants worldwide the next 5 years. Look out, baby. What else do we have? Golden Corral's profits are up 565% due to all the depressed poor people eating. That was just a little joke there, all right? I made that up. Walmart. No, I can't read that acronym that somebody sent to me. And by the way, it isn't just the poor people that eat there. It's the rich people that like to graze as well.
Yeah.
It's not a socioeconomic issue.
And we're not making fun of Wellston. Everybody of all socioeconomic classes goes there.
You know, you go to Wellston for a little bit, you graduate.
Strap that feed bag right on and go to town.
Feedback. Hey, is there a newspaper? We got to check out. This would be funny, William, for our newsletter. Is Karen, is there a newspaper in Wellston? Yes. What's it called?
2.
We got a report.
Hey,
We got
called
a report
USA
William, for the
Today and
newsletter. What's going on in Wellston? Like one thing out of Wellston every day from the newspaper.
what would be like the top story in Wellston right now?
Billy Bob ran off without paying his bill at the Golden Corral. Drug problem. You know, that DEA agent friend of mine says they got a bad drug problem there. Somebody said it's easier to get drugs than alcohol.
Do they know that they sell alcohol in stores?
How about this? A new study from the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center in Seattle. Will you be quiet?
Quiet back
Reveals
there.
that
Quiet back there.
Eating fast food at least once per week increases your risk for prostate cancer 30 to 37%. You get your prostate checked a lot, Garrett?
Absolutely.
All right.
Once a year.
What? You don't have a microphone anymore.
I have a muzzle.
Jeez, William backslapper next time. No, we do not support
Never
violence.
mind.
We're just
That's
teasing
domestic
there, too.
violence.
Kellogg Company has issued a recall of 36,000 packages of its Special K Red Berry cereal due to the potential presence of glass fragments. If you happen to take some of those glass fragments, you might
feeding
wanna
Dilly?
you might want to contact a
Uh-oh.
lawyer. You know, there might be a lawyer that might be interested.
That's 859-250-2527. Finally got your number memorized.
Afghanistan. Well, we're still in Afghanistan. Just leave it at that. Almost finished with all the freaking local news. Our documents, Wade Davis, Bill 1864. Who cares? City Beat. I think the voting is over, right? I was in the running for best lawyer, best talk show host, and biggest troublemaker. I wonder if I could win the hat trick there. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Garrett, what are you going to do this weekend, buddy?
I'm going to get wasted tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to get wasted again, but that time in South Bend, and go to the UC Notre Dame game on Sunday at the Joyce. Jake.
Do you really think they got a chance to win? Because I say
no. They're horrible right now. Horrible.
Notre Dame will wax them.
They should. They should. I mean, the last time we played Notre Dame, they were like 9 of 11 from 3. That's 27 points off threes.
Man.
And that's also like 90%, which isn't good. And then they shoot like 2 of 50 against Pitt.
Notre Dame is tough, too, at home.
Oh,
they beat UK at
they
home.
just
when
got
UK
those,
was,
just
when
big Irish dudes.
When UK was good, they lost to Notre Dame at home. Of course, that was back in the day when good old Mantal Teo was all excited.
That's right.
Rooting for his team. Where the hell's he gone now? He doesn't.
He's hiding.
He's hiding now, isn't he? Oh, Mantal Teo. Now what the heck? If there's any good movies out tonight. We usually go to a movie on Friday night.
Yeah. What do you got going on, Shan?
Surprise party tomorrow, but I work.
You got the biggest social life. You always got something going on. Always a party.
Saturday night.
Always
Saturday
up to something.
Night, and I ain't got nobody.
Ooh, we should play that.
But I ain't got, huh?
Let's play some good weekend songs. Plus, I'm running out of your
How do you beat
list
Great
here.
Kill Jeopardy? It's a great song, especially when you break up. William, what are you doing this weekend? We already know what you're doing, Karen. Go ahead.
I'm going to work for you and make sure I can be able to post Garrett's bond when he gets arrested again.
There you go.
And I appreciate that, William. Thank you again for
By the
last
way,
weekend.
if
That
you-
was a big help, man.
If you get arrested,
Bombing me out of jail.
You get arrested, just call Williams Bond Agency. Who's a new sponsor of the show. He's going to sponsor the legal section.
Yeah, William really helped me out last weekend when I got thrown in the pokey. What was that? Why? I want you to let William quit working on the weekends. How about that,
We
William?
tried that once, and there was too much blowback.
It was like
Saturday-
30 seconds and somebody tried to shoot me.
That's right, man. Bulldog Nation needs their newsletter.
Hey, Hillbillies, it's not like you're... Well, they probably all working
Yeah.
on the weekend.
All right, and listen, if you happen to be like breaking up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or you're thinking about it, or you have, we play this song for you.
Shannon.
It's about your love. being in jeopardy. It's a great song. I used to go down to conservatory in my silk shirts and gold chains and just cover the whole dance floor and leave alone on ClassX Radio. The Bulldog in ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, it's the weekend, thank God. Am I not right or am I not right?
Right.
Lots going on. We got the old car show going down there at the Duke Energy Center. Nobody's mentioned that yet. The car show. We have the Winter Jam Tour. Toby Mac won't shy away from tough talks on real struggles. What do you think of that, Shannon? What's going on in traffic?
The cut in the hill, the left lanes are blocked due to a accident at the Brent Spence Bridge. In Florence, the traffic lights are not working on Mount Zion Road and Interstate 71. In Fort Mitchell, there's an injury accident on I-275 westbound at Turkey Foot Road. And in Cincinnati, there is an accident blocking the right shoulder on I-71 northbound at Fields Erdel Road.
Very good. And all the fish fries are going on. You guys like to go to Friday fish fries?
I love fish fries.
Yeah.
I like Friday fish fries. Cincinnati Auto Expo going on. We got a taste in northern Kentucky. Northern Cincinnati at Sharonville. We've got the, if you like some hoity-toity stuff, down at the Aronoff Center is the $1 Million Quartet, which features somebody playing Cash, Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins. So, I like that kind of stuff. I don't know if there's any good new movies coming out. That's what I like. Movies. It's an escape for me. Actually, there's called a quartet for the movies, too. That looks pretty good. You guys ever go to the Esquire movie theater? Mm-mm. It's a good place to go see a movie. Very good place to go see a movie. How about this? Northern Kentucky's got an increase 16.6% in home sales. That's good news.
Good.
Buy those homes. Any of you guys gotten the flu? I've had a vaccine. I did not had the flu.
No.
No, I
Never get
haven't.
the shot. Never get
You never
sick.
get the shot? You never get sick?
No, me either.
Man, you can't take the risk for that. You should get the shot.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin
there
C?
you go.
I take vitamin C, too. You think vitamin C's enough? You really do? I don't think it's enough. I don't think so. I get the shot, and I never get the flu. I know I'm different. I'm superbity. Superbity in action. Oh, younger.
I'm younger.
Oh.
What are you, like 50?
Younger, man. Oh, excuse me, young
don't
lady.
try to lump me in with you. I'm from Anderson.
Wow.
Come on.
See, you reach out and try to be nice and see what happens. You should never even try to be nice to Garrett. He's mean.
Hey.
He's mean.
Who are we dedicating the show to?
We're dedicating it to Mona, Loretta, and Maria, 3 of the finest legal staff professionals in the world.
They do great work.
They do great work. Loretta, Mona, and Maria.
Congratulations, ladies.
The first people that have ever had a show completely dedicated to them, I believe.
I think you ought to give them the day off.
No. Wait, I do. Hey, Mona, Loretta, Maria.
Well, snow day.
Take Saturday and Sunday off. Take Saturday and Sunday off. Relax. Enjoy your families. I'll see you on Monday.
No. Bright and early. Come in an extra hour early on Monday, too, since we're giving you this time off. Don't take my picture. Did I authorize that?
No, we could sue.
You're damn right we could sue.
I am a woman. Hear me now. Rawr, 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 rawr. Did we do traffic yet this segment?
Yes.
We did? We'll do it again.
Okay, there's an
Just
accident
in
in the
case.
cut of the hill blocking the left lane
This is for you
at the
ladies out
Brent
there.
Spence Bridge.
Feel the power of
In
heaven,
Florence, the
baby.
traffic light's not working on Mount Zion
Come on,
Road.
Helen.
Okay. I'm not going to scream over it.
Come on, Shannon. Read the traffic. This is your job.
In Fort Mitchell, there's an injury accident on
Show 'em
275
power,
westbound at Turkey Foot Road.
Yes.
Use those pipes.
And in Cincinnati, there's an accident
Yes.
blocking the right shoulder on
That's a
I-71
girl.
northbound at Fields Erdel Road.
No man could do it like that. No man can do traffic like you can.
Shannon
No,
is
definitely
woman.
not.
Hear her roar.
That is woman power, baby.
Good
You
for
can do
her.
anything. That's right. Mona, Loretta, and Maria. Pancakes are here.
Woo-hoo!
Baby.
See ya.
Oh, man.
Jake, are you wearing contacts?
Hey, speaking of woman
No.
power, We have Danica. Hey, I got to ask you a question, Shannon.
Yeah.
What do you think of Danica Patrick being on the pole at Daytona?
It's pretty hot. She's pretty gorgeous.
Yeah. What about you, William? What do you think about Danica being on the pole?
I think she's gonna crash. Get out very soon. Give her about 4 laps.
I think she is too. I predict that she will. I think she'll be on the pole. She'll be leading the race for a half a lap.
I think Junior's got it.
Half a lap. Go Junior. You got a song ready there, Garrett?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't write it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, this song is being dedicated. The show's being dedicated to Loretta and Maria and to Mona. But we give you this. This is for Bulldog Nation everywhere on ClassX Radio. The Kings. Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, if you're a UK fan, I just want to let you know that there's an article in the USA Today that says that Calipari is using dodgeball and wiffle ball to get his team ready for the NCAA tournament. It's called a diversion. Hey, I got to ask you a question there, Pastor Dan Francis. Are you a Reds fan?
Absolutely.
I just wouldn't have guessed with your apparel today whether or not you enjoyed the Reds or not.
Once in a while, I just have to get into season, and I'm ready to go.
All right, I understand that it was a parking lot out there, and we couldn't warn you because our traffic girl
was in it.
Was in it, and our backup traffic girl was having problems with her computer. So, but Shannon, what do we got going on out there in traffic now?
That accident on 7175 is now cleared, but there's still stop and go traffic from I-275 Erlanger exit. In Fort Mitchell, there's an injury accident on I-275 westbound at Turkey Foot Road. In Florence, there are traffic lights out. Use caution on Mount Zion Road. And in Cincinnati, there's an accident blocking the right shoulder on 71 northbound at Fields Erdel Road.
Mm-hmm.
Great reporting, Shannon.
Thank you.
How about this Oscar case? Here's the update on Oscar Pistorius. Police inconsistencies. Detective Hilton Botha initially said 2 witnesses are heard arguing at the house on the night of the killing were 600 meters. That's 0.37 miles away. He later said it was much closer. Both also said investigators missed a spent bullet in the toilet and lost track of ammunition found in the house. Magistrate Desmond Neer questioned the police's sense of urgency in obtaining Reva Steenkamp's phone records. By the way, you know you just got to you get a trial in front of a judge, and guess what the conviction rate is in South Africa?
What?
10%. Only 10% are convicted. Empty bladder. Among the ways the defense has tried to discredit the prosecution's case is by noting an autopsy showed Steenkamp had a full bladder. The defense said that boosted Pistorius' claim that she had gone to use the toilet in the middle of the night. In an affidavit, he says he shot her accidentally, mistaking her for an intruder. But not so fast, says Mark Furman. I've got news for them. When you're dead, your bowels and bladder relax. Who cares what Mark Furman has to say, Mr. OJ trial cheater? Don't you like Karen never has an opinion about anything? Even without a microphone? Nothing to say. She's not afraid to
just kind of
tell us what you think there, Karen.
She will. Damn it.
Botha testified that needles and testosterone were found in the bedroom, but the defense said the substance is herbal. Yeah, baby. Yeah, man. That's horrible. Jeez, old Pete.
My God, she's drilling you.
My goodness. Okay, let's go around the table. Do you think he'll be convicted? I think he's going to walk.
I think he's going to get off.
Yeah, he's going to walk.
I hope he gets convicted.
You hope he gets convicted?
Yes.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but it doesn't sound like the law in South Africa. And what if this guy's a big fan of his?
Did he put his legs on first? Did they say that?
Yeah,
He did.
He put on his legs to run to the bathroom and shoot somebody. Locked in a bed. No, he was born like that. If you'd pay attention, he was born without both femur bones.
If you were wondering about the legal strategy that you take.
Eric, do you ever call Karen for legal advice?
No.
If you're wondering what route to take on a case.
Hey, Karen, what should we do on this one?
Yeah.
Hey, I got to brag.
Yeah.
I got to brag. I got to brag about something, and I think she will verify this. She had some jackwagon lawyers up there in Wellston, and she fired them, and she came down to hire us. And when they heard that I was going to represent her, they were kind of like, what? Like, they were like, this is incredible. And they had all these BS charges against her. And we got it delayed. And then when it was set for trial, the day before the trial date, the prosecutor agreed just to drop everything. And I didn't even have to go.
So
they
wait.
feared the dog. I didn't even have to go. But Karen describes it was going to be like a big day in Wellston that the Bulldog was coming to town to try to get him. But the prosecutor just dropped the charges. Isn't that funny?
You should have rolled through that hick town with like a black Mercedes.
Drop those charges. And now I got a case over in Michelle Jackson's case over in Dearborn County, and they're acting like
Phil Jackson?
No, they're objecting to my Pro Act Vice motion with all this stuff, and it's like, come on. I mean, nobody ever objects to that. So obviously they're objecting to my, going to the Dearborn County. Like, we don't want him to come in here and try this case. The fear.
Fear.
The
fear of God in
the
him.
fear
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah.
What's God say about the fear factor?
Well, he has the faith factor.
Yeah.
There's
The
faith.
faith factor, yeah.
I know all
A
about
little different.
church every Sunday.
That's
You
right.
got anything you'd like to say before you've already done traffic, right, Shannon?
Yes.
Good. We don't want to do it again.
God.
All right.
God.
What do you got there, Dan? Anything you'd like to add?
I think we ought to do something while Mr. Garrett is in the Notre Dame location this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in the Holy Land.
I think, the whole thing's being called the Vatican leaks, the Vatican leaks. I think he ought to interview. I found
To
a guy's
investigate.
name,
Yeah.
the theology professor at Notre Dame by the name of Lawrence Cunningham. He has inside information on the Vatican leaks. So I think you ought to go up there.
I'm gonna get an
invite
exclusive.
Your buddies.
Why don't
to
you do
sit
that
around
and get a report?
and maybe have a little truth serum,
Yeah.
and then talk to him and see if you can get any inside information.
I'll
And you
invite
can
him out to
report
the
on
game.
show. You can report on the show. Bulldog Nation Original News on ClassX Radio there, Garrett.
That's right.
Do you know that my brother's philosophy professor at Notre Dame was an atheist?
Really?
And, I mean, you're talking about the holiest school in the world. And
Yeah, but they're liberal Catholics.
Right.
My dad, for example, he's Mr. Conservative Catholic. He doesn't like these liberal Notre Dame presidents.
yeah. Well, and nobody would, bring it up, but he said at the end of the quarter, you're all allowed to ask me one,
Question?
personal question. The first thing somebody said at the end of the semester or whatever was,
They kinda
are
got
you an
the-
atheist? And then they talked about it.
I suspect they didn't require it, and they couldn't.
Or agnostic, whatever
Right,
it was.
yeah.
I think it might.
Agnostic didn't know what he quite believed, yeah.
So,
Well, I want you to know
Interesting.
that I believe in the one true God and the Holy Trinity. Just want everybody to know that. I'm not no radical Muslim believing in them 70 virgins or how many you get when you go to heaven. What do you get when you go
get
to hell?
virgins?
If you get virgins when you go to heaven, what do you get when you go to hell?
is this true, Dan?
Okay. Well, we just lost him
The
from
Muslim.
Christianity. We just lost Garrett from the Islamic faith.
I'm gonna start
him.
going to
Islamic
church.
faith, you are going 50 virgins.
Hell
at the-
yeah.
All right, Garrett.
go to temple this
what great
weekend.
song do we have lined up here, buddy? What rock superbity?
Cock Robin, when your heart is weak.
What?
I'm kidding. That's just in Spry's list, so I thought you would get a name,
Jeez,
a kick out of the
already.
name. Cock Robin is the
Spry, get your
name.
act together.
Spry, I'm allowed to say that because it's in your thing. Let's find a little bit of
Rockin' Robin.
rockin'.
No, just play the song that I picked.
What the hell is the? There we go. A little Vanilla Ice.
Oh, we're not going to play Vanilla.
Come on.
Okay.
Feel-good song.
Hey, this is for all of you people out there that can't handle the ice. Buy an F-150 truck, put some salt bags in it. VIP, baby! Class X Radio. On Class X Radio, we want to let everybody know that we're dedicating this show to Maria and Loretta and Mona because they're the hardest working legal staff that any lawyer could ever hope for. And we playing a little Helen Ready for them, getting them pumped up for their day. And because they work so hard, again, that is Mona, Loretta, and Maria in my office, Dan. I'm going to give them Saturday and Sunday off.
I heard that.
Saturday and Sunday off so they
You're
can.
much too kind.
I know, so they can come in fresh on Monday after Saturday and Sunday being off.
That's right.
Do you give your best workers off Saturday and Sunday, Dan?
I do, except I make them come to church.
Shannon, you got some traffic there?
In Fort Mitchell, there's an injury accident on I-275 westbound at Turkey Foot Road. In Florence, there are traffic lights out on Mount Zion Road.
Live version.
In Cincinnati, there's an accident on Kellogg Avenue at Wimler Road, an accident on Broadway Street at East 4th Street, and in Cincinnati, there is an accident blocking the right lane on I-71 at Fields Erdel Road.
Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
Dan, you are the pastor of Latonia Baptist Church, and your sermons are legendary, as well as your stayintheroom.com, which we got clarified. We're talking about the big room, not the small room that Garrett and I want to walk out of. Do you know what's the message you've got planned, if any, yet for Sunday? Let's shamelessly recruit people to go to get information in Latonia Baptist Church and to listen to you. You got a plan? You got a message already, laid out there?
Oh, yeah, it's ready to go. It's called The Desolate House, and it's talking about the danger.
Sounds like where Garrett lives.
It's talking about the danger
desolate
of living in an unattended house. I'm using the image of the house and how we...
You need to tend to it.
That's right. Take care of it.
You know what? It amazes me, Dan, metaphorically and reality, that whether it's relationships, whether it's your work, it's your clients, whatever the heck it is, your house, literally, if you don't upkeep, you don't maintenance, your whole life goes to hell in a handbasket. And you don't have time to pause. Let me give you an example that is something I'm very keen and aware of. The last few days, we have received and signed up probably 50 people who have had, I'm very confident of, allegedly, I'll use the word allegedly, surgeries that were unnecessary by Dr. Durrani. And not the Durrani from St. E's. This is the Dr. Durrani from Westchester. I want to say something. What happens is every single client that you got, when they see that, they want to make sure you're on the ball. So you got to work even harder because everybody wants to be, and you can't just say, well, I got to let this one go. So I like that, a desolate house. That would be some, Garrett, you ought to go listen to that word on Sunday.
When are you getting back from Notre Dame?
Not till late. Maybe we'll catch morning mass on campus. I highly doubt it.
I'm being serious. You know what we need to do? We need to have a morning show, ClassX, attendance, at least one Sunday that we all go and listen to him preach. He does a great job, by the way. See, Karen's ready to go. I want to say this is my whole thing with church because I'm very honest about this. I love going to hear the message. I don't like anything else, and I'm ashamed to say that. And I'm not trying to offend all of you people that sing and do all that. I mean, I wish there was a service that I could go like, okay, we sing Amazing Grace, listen to the word, How Great Thou Art, and it's over.
Oh, and Eagle's Wings. That's a great church.
It's
a great church song.
What? On Eagle's Wing.
Eagle's Wings, a great song.
On Eagle's
My
Wing.
favorite part of church is when they play that.
Are you being serious?
I swear.
On Eagle's Wings. That's too
Should
freaking
lift
feminine.
you up on Eagle's Wings.
I don't mean
It's
to
a
offend you.
great song.
No, it's not.
You know what? Shannon and I will go
Amazing
and not
Grace.
sit with you.
Amazing. Don't, because I'll be singing Amazing Grace.
Good. We're going to have a battle in the courtroom or in the church.
The sanctuary.
Yeah. They'll be playing one song, and I'll be singing one. They'll be singing the other. Your music director will be going, what the hell's going on here?
ClassX Radio.
I do want to know, Chuck goes to Latonia Baptist Church. He's a loyal, dedicated
He just
attendee.
texted me, wants me to go.
And I want everybody to go to Latonia Baptist Church this week and hear about how your house is desolate.
How you can get it well attended.
That's right. Get it well attended to. By golly. You got to get it well attended
Doing the
to.
Lord's work there, Dan.
By the way, Chuck agrees with me that On Eagle's Wing is a sap song.
Oh, well, you two are.
You know what? Do you listen to Air Supply on the way home?
No, I listen to AHA.
Jeez, Sophie, that is funny.
Greatest hits, 1976.
What else, Dan? You got anything else in sports or anything else you'd like to add to the
Let's
show?
go, Dan. Bring it on here with sports.
Because we're out of material, okay? I don't have anything
Let's
else to
just
say.
be
So I'm
honest
leaning
with
on
it.
you, okay? You got to have something. I got to start making up
I
stuff.
thought you were leaving.
You know what? This is funny.
You know,
I will leave if I get a call. I think this trial's getting continued. If it's not continued, I got to go over to Hamilton County, but I think it'll probably get continued.
you begged for a continuance, didn't you?
No. They just haven't produced anything. In that juvenile case at Withrow,
Yeah.
they haven't provided anything that we need to freaking prepare for trial. Anyway, go ahead, Dan.
We need to put William on this because it's the 40th anniversary of The Exorcist coming up.
Ooh.
And they've got The Exorcism, the last Exorcism Part 2 coming up.
You know what? That is the scariest
It is a
movie
scary
of
movie.
all time.
That's right.
You know what? You can talk about ghosts and everything else. The devil freaking scares the hell out of me.
I know you were talking a little bit about hell last week, and I understand you had some personal experience with that. Garrett, is that true?
Me with hell? I felt like hell on
That's what I was thinking.
some mornings, yeah. But never really seen the dark
Seen
side.
the dark side. There's some of us who work
Like
on-
Josh Hamilton.
Oh man, he's seen the other side. Well, it's very real. I've seen some situations where.
Have you had to perform an exorcism?
Well, I was in a situation one night where a person that I cared for was off the deep end, and they kept telling me to leave, and I left, and they overdosed. Fortunately, I came back and rushed to the hospital. We got their stomach pump, but I never felt such evil in the room. I just
Really?
knew that there was something really wrong here, and I just didn't feel like.
Spooky.
Yeah, it was very spooky.
Devil spooky.
I don't have a devil kind of, pitchfork and a long tail.
Oh, that's what I picture. Two horns, red, flaming, all that stuff.
No, I picture like, here's what my pit is like a evil, like just kind of spirit kind of thing is what I.
Red.
No, let's change.
Everything's red.
Let's get off the
Devil.
devil, okay? Thanks for bringing the devil up, Dan, so we can all be scared on the way home. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, at one time, before I got kind of all hooked on Along the Watchtower, this was my favorite rock song, probably when I was in my 30s. And I want to point out the guitar riff in the middle of this song. This is the Kinks' Superman. It better be the live version on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury. We very rudely put off Abby Levine last week from the Concrete Mumble Jumble because we had a client of mine, Precious Allen, that went long. But she's back this week. It's great to have you back, Abby Levine. What's going on in the Big Apple?
What's going on, Bulldog? Well, I'm back. It took me 2 weeks to drive from New Orleans to New York City, but I'm back here in the heart of the Concrete Mumble, and I wanted to talk about something. I know you guys are a rock station, and you're a big classic rock fan, and I have a theory that pop music eventually becomes rock music. Would you agree with that?
I could see that point. Explain
right.
your theory.
Well, one of my favorite performers on Earth is Lady Gaga. How do you feel about the Gaga?
I would say I'm neutral on the Gaga. I think she's weird. Don't hate. Don't love. I'm neutral. Shannon, I bet you Shannon loves her. Nah. Dan, nah.
Oh.
Garrett.
Well,
Hey, we got a bunch of na's here.
wow. You guys, all right.
We'll stick to your principles. See if I like the Dallas Cowboys and you don't. I don't
she's
care.
going to be a Beatle one day. Like, she's going to be as famous as the Beatles are. No. Some of my other friends think, no, she's going to disappear eventually. What do you guys think?
I think that Lady Gaga is going to go the way of Madonna. She'll be a has-been. She will not be the iconic figure of the Beatles, which goes on and on and on. Or a band like Trooper. Because if you really look at Trooper, ever since Trooper came out in 1979 with Raise a Little Hell, rock music has never been the same. And it's really hard when you analyze classic rock. Did Trooper, Raise a Little Hell, or Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting, have a bigger influence on the rock generation of the 70s and 80s? I don't really know.
I saw Barry Manilow on Broadway last night. Where do we put him in the category?
Barry Manilow, I love his music. But he's He's kind of a little different, but I can admit I like Barry. You know what? I like AC/DC and Van Halen, and I also like Barry Manilow, Air Supply, and the Carpenters. But none of them can touch the impact on music as Helen Reddy. Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Garrett? Helen Reddy. What do you think of Helen Reddy?
I'm in for some Helen Reddy.
I
think as music aficionados, which we all are, we have a wide range of tastes. My Helen Reddy is Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday. She puts me in a good mood. She takes me back. She calms me down, and she can take me anywhere. You know, it's just she birthed a generation of music as far as I'm concerned.
When I listen,
Barry Manilow on stage. So you walk in. Now I'm 40, and I would say I was the youngest by about 20 years in this crowd, and they handed out glow sticks when you walk in to see Barry Manilow on stage. And let me tell you, the guy still has got it, Bulldog. Even though his face is all pulled back, he had about 22 hits in 90 minutes that he did.
Well, I want to know, I love Mandy. I write the songs. I love them all. I like Barry Manilow. I don't really like
he did this really cool thing at the end. He did his biggest 3 hits last. So he did Mandy, Copacabana, and he closed with I Write the Song. And when he did
Were all the girls crying?
Mandy, he put his image of singing Mandy on American Bandstand. They turned the lights down. They started broadcasting the image of him doing the song. I don't know, he must have been 25 or something. And then he walked out on stage and took the piano and did the same thing. Like, he played Mandy with himself.
He played Mandy with himself. Okay. Hey, we're a family station, Abby. I just want to let you know we're we got Bill Clinton sitting right here, but we're still a family station, if you know what I mean. Will you please describe for me how we did that?
We coin new terms every once in a while, don't we, Bulldog?
Yeah. Well, Abby, thanks for the report. We'll catch you next week. Keep up the great work.
All right, bye, kids. Have a good week.
All right. I tell you right now, how important are we that we have our own reporter out of New York City, Dan?
Very impressed. I'm very impressed. I just want you to know that my wife loved the concert I took her to with Barry Manilow. It was a great concert.
Have you ever seen Neil Diamond in concert?
I have.
He does a great concert,
one time,
too.
Yes.
Neil Diamond. The Eagles really suck in concert. I would not recommend anybody to ever see the Eagles.
Love the live Eagles.
The Eagles, you should never see the Eagles in a concert.
Did you see them in concert, or did you just
I wish I did.
Oh, okay.
In the Hell Freezes Over tour, but
the Eagles.
I mean, they suck. They're horrible.
The Eagles concert is there's no need to go to an Eagles concert. There's probably really no reason to even listen to an Eagles song. If you notice, I will never play an Eagles song. We've never played an Eagles song here on the radio station.
Hey, Shannon, you want to go to an Eagles concert?
No.
You don't like the Eagles?
No. Shannon.
Wow.
Shannon is showing loyalty and dedication there. I appreciate that, Shannon.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
How do you not like the Eagles?
Huh?
I understand why you don't. But
what is there to
as far
like?
as the music goes,
what is there
little
to like?
Tequila Sunrise.
The Eagles' music, they can't touch AC/DC, Bruce Springsteen, Van Halen.
No.
They can't touch them. The Beatles,
The Eagles.
Stones.
Those are my dudes. Joe Walsh.
The Eagles
What's his
are
name?
no good, man. You know what? You can blame me.
Henley.
Don
Boys of Summer.
Boys.
Nah.
He's not going to play that. Hey, how'd you like do you think Abby got my Kung Fu fighting and Trooper Raised Little Hell thing? She was probably like, what the hell?
I think that was right over, yeah.
It was meant to be, but it was kind of funny. I thought it was
Cleared
funny.
her.
You know what? Carl Douglas was a great lawyer, and he was a great singer. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury. Well, you know what? We all dedicate this to Pastor Dan. Because Pastor Dan, along with being a pastor at Latonia Baptist Church, along with being stayintheroom.com, and an author to be, he's also, as Eddie Murphy said, a karate man. He's a karate man. So this is to Pastor Dan, Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting for a Karate Man on ClassX Radio. On ClassX Radio, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, I hope you've had a wonderful and productive week. And, of course, we have another day still to complete. And you know what? You shouldn't coast on Friday. You need to run hard to the finish line. Let me give you an analogy. It's like a racehorse. When a racehorse crosses the finish line, he still canters and he slows down a little bit, but you got to run hard to the finish line. So up until, 5:30, whatever your quitting time is today, I want you to keep running hard. That's your inspirational pep talk from the Bulldog today. Shannon, your final traffic report, may it be a nice one.
In Cincinnati, there is an accident on Kellogg Avenue at Wilmer Avenue, an accident on Broadway Street at East 4th Street, an accident blocking the right lane on I-71 northbound at Fields Erdel, and in Fort Mitchell, an accident on Dixie Highway west of I-71.
You see how she pushed the button down?
I did.
It refreshed and it went off.
Wow.
Very impressive.
That's going to drop you a letter grade. You can't go below an F, so F.
Shannon, I give you an A- today. You would have gotten an A if you would have been here on time. Being an hour and 15 minutes late is unacceptable. Here's what you do. You do what the Bulldog does. What you do is you run red lights, but you look before you run them. You put your emergency flashers on. You go in the emergency lanes.
You
go in the side lanes.
That's what I told her to do.
You do what it takes. You pretend your car's going to blow up like in the movie Speed if you don't get to the station by 6 o'clock, or in your case, 7.
Okay.
That's the way you got to do it. Now, if you have an accident doing that,
Karen, are you trying to look down her shirt, or what are we
Karen's
doing here? What's going on here?
She's just trying to say something.
I'm giving her an A+.
Thank you.
Okay, A+. Boy, woman
Thanks,
power.
Karen.
Hey, woman power. Let's play the song again.
Oh, yeah, Lil Helen.
I just want everybody to know, all right, we've dedicated this whole show to Mona, Loretta, and Maria.
They're
3
great
fine
ladies.
of my legal staff who we jackwagon yesterday in jest. Oh, my God, the scours that I got at the office yesterday. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't quit. So I'm dedicating the songs to them.
And giving them the weekend off.
And I'm giving them Loretta, Mona, Maria, take the weekend off, and I'll see you Monday.
That's why I don't give a damn what I say about the people that work for you.
Yeah.
I'll have to go deal with them.
Shannon, any final comments today from Traffic Girl?
Everybody be careful, stay positive.
I like that! And William, do we have a verdict on Oscar's bail yet from the judge? The judge just keeps talking. Any minute now, Oscar will probably get bail. We don't know. Jake, we didn't do the zoo fact. What's the zoo? Give us the animal fact about the coyote.
Coyotes are in Wellston. Yeah, they have coyotes in Wellston.
Wellston coyotes.
Oh, Wellston
Can
coyotes.
you believe that?
I cannot believe they got
Unbelievable.
Or indigenous.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Of the region.
Are they out of control?
They're kind of out of control up there. They hang around the Golden Corral, and then
They eat the scraps.
the skinny people go in, big people come out, they eat the big people.
Coyotes are wily. They're wily.
They're wily.
Guys. And
Yeah.
we want to thank the intern, Keith. I don't know what the hell he was here for, but it was nice to have you in here, Keith.
Hey, come on, Keith's been manning the camera.
We fired Keith as the homeless guy, or the cleaning guy. He was a terrible Joe Dirt. We tried the Joe Dirt stick. He just didn't have the talent to do it. In all seriousness, we want to thank you. When you guys become big, famous radio people, remember that the Bulldog gave you your start. That's all we ask. Karen,
I'll forget every one of you.
Karen, we want to thank you for coming in and doing traffic for an hour and 15 minutes. You suck, but you were entertaining.
I was very good.
I mean, you were entertaining. You're always entertaining.
I didn't have a computer.
Yeah, you did without a computer, but you know what? It wouldn't have mattered.
I heard you. You did great.
Now, Dan, do you got any final words?
Only that I'm going to pray for all the officers along the way for Notre Dame traffic this weekend, and certainly hope that the Cats, as in the Bearcats, pull it out this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, that is loyalty there, man.
That is loyalty. Dan's a good man. He's a man of God.
All right, the two
Terry got us front row seats. We're right behind Notre Dame's bench. I'm going to heckle the hell out of them.
The two consuls go last. You go first. What do you want to say?
I might not be here Monday if I'm too hungover.
Good call.
So I'll let you guys know in plenty of time. Call about 5:30 on
All right, listen, if
Monday morning.
If you're out there, you happen to be an aspiring talk show host, and you're looking around and saying, hey, who can I get as a sidekick? Who could I get as a producer? I got a tip for you. You don't want to pick somebody that looks and acts like Tommy Boy. This is a little tip.
You do.
I love you, buddy. Listen, every dog has their day. I hope tomorrow's yours. It's been a great week. We will be back. I want to thank Dan for coming in twice this week on ClassX Radio.